What's going on, guys? Volt ESPN here. Welcome back to another video on Volt Clan. Today what you guys are watching is a Black Ops 2 gameplay. It is in fact a 97 kill gun streak using the AN-94. They get 110 kills in the game overall. It's good to see some more Black Ops 2 gameplays on this channel. Very good gameplay coming from Volt Subskin. So make sure to drop down into the description and hit Subskin a subscribe. So today I've decided to talk about my worst injury that I've ever had, and of all places this actually happened in school. Surprising, I know. Now my entire life I have actually never broken a bone, I've never fractured anything like that, but this story involves a lot of blood. So to start off with, it happened when I was in year 8. For those of you who aren't in the UK, I've never been to the UK, don't know much about the UK. Year 8 is when you are 12 or 13 years old. So at the time, I was in science class. I think I was doing some biology. Back then, I wasn't really studying that hard because I didn't have any exams or anything like that. Back then, you could sort of mess around in classes, not do much at all. But I was just playing around with some friends, you know, just having a good time. We'd just done an experiment. I can't remember the exact experiment. And if you know me on my own channel, then you know that I don't really like science. It's my least favorite subject, any of the sciences really. But we as a group, we just done an experiment, and after an experiment you don't just do it pointlessly. Obviously you write down the test scores, whatever you're doing, and that is exactly what we were doing. So we're writing down test scores on a sheet of paper which we're sticking into our books, and well, I was reaching into my pencil case, but someone across the table from me was just sort of playing around with my pencil case. You get some weird people in, well, you get weird people in any school that you go to, but there were some weird people in this class, and he was sort of playing around with my pencil case, so I thought nothing's really up. So I didn't realise actually he was cutting through my pencil case with a pair of scissors, and he was cutting through them as I had my hands in there trying to reach for a glue stick, I think it was, and he cut the end of my finger, and I felt it. It didn't hurt that much, so I sort of put my finger down by my side, and I was just sort of, it was my left hand by the way, and I'm a right-handed person, so I was writing with my right hand, and then I pulled my finger up, looked at it, and it was just streaming down with blood. So obviously I ran straight to the front of the class and told the teacher about it. And she was like, oh my god, go straight to the medical room. So we ran down the corridor like, well, it was just me on my own running down the corridor room, just running to the medical room, and I had my other hand out in front of me just trying to like collect blood so it doesn't spill on the floor. It was pretty horrible. So I was running down to the medical room, and then when I finally got there, the nurse was like, oh my god, this is really bad. So she ran my finger under a tap, and in case you guys have never had anything like this happen to you before, if you run blood under a tap, or if blood touches water, it goes all cloudy, and that's what I was seeing. It was basically just streaming right out the cut. It was horrible, and after that she just put a massive bandage on my finger, and it was all okay. I had to stay in the medical room with the nurse for about, let's say, an hour at most, maybe, and then I got my bag and everything handed to me, and then I actually got sent home because I'd lost quite a bit of blood, I think, and it wasn't very nice. So I got sent home because they didn't want me to like feel drowsy in school or whatever. So I got sent home, and I was fine. As soon as I got home, I just sat down, played some video games, except it was my middle finger, so it didn't really have that much significance to me playing games, but it was kind of just uncomfortable holding a controller. So I still played Xbox and just played around. I think it was Halo I played, and yeah, so that's the story about my worst ever injury that has ever happened to me. Comment down below the worst injury you've ever had. I'll be very interested to see that. Also, let's try and aim for 200 likes on this video. It'd be much appreciated. And be sure to come over and check out my channel. I do loads of life stories, loads of stuff like that, commentaries all the time, almost every single day. I'm going to do loads of awesome stuff, so please subscribe to me. It'd be much appreciated. Make sure to go subscribe to the gameplay supplier, Volt Subskin. He's got a very good gameplay going here, so make sure to drop down into the description and subscribe to him. Thank you guys very much for watching, and I'm out, guys. Peace.